Good morning, YouTube. It's a nice sunny day today. It's only 10 a.m., so not really sleeping in today. Just kind of wanted to sleep in, but got a lot of work to do today. Planning to do some programming on my startup, and then there's 2 games I'm planning to work on today. It's a little just crack an egg to use the leftover eggs from that pie, and then a little fast twitch, which I don't know, somebody had these sitting out for free to take. Couldn't really sleep in if I wanted to today. At like 1 a.m., a bunch of girls came in screaming, and then 9:30 a.m., a stupid tour group came through screaming. Can't really sleep even if you wanted to, but I guess that's a sign to get to work, which I need to be more of a morning person. I feel like I'm a night owl. But I guess if you get the work done either way, whatever. These actually aren't that bad. I'm surprised somebody was giving them away. They just had them in the kitchen with a box that said free, so I just took them. Yeah, I know some people, they say energy drinks like make them really, what's the word? Like on edge or something like that, I guess. So yeah, maybe that's why they're getting rid of them. But yeah, I just figured it'd help me kickstart my day. But yeah, I'm gonna go work on my tech startup idea for a couple hours. I'm just working on a bunch of internal libraries and not that much interesting stuff, so I probably won't really talk about it much. But yeah, I just haven't really been able to do that much on this week because finals are coming up. And yesterday I just stayed in doing writing all day. Fortunately, reading day is in like 10 days. And one of my classes said they're not doing the Tuesday before reading day. So that's nice. After that, we have like a week of finals. But most of my finals are projects, not actual tests. I might be done in like less than 2 weeks. Finals weeks might just be like an early start to my summer break. So that'll be nice. Even though I'm planning to do summer classes, which I'm hoping people are not as annoying in summer. And then next fall, I know I signed up for a morning class. Hopefully people aren't too loud. I think they're doing some kind of big tour thing today because it said 700 people will be on campus touring today. And then, yeah, since they finally unblocked me on their Instagram, I can now know this stuff. Got my headphones out so I can listen to some music, try to code, be productive, feel positive. There's a tour group now. I wonder if anybody'd have a problem with me filming them. I could tell them they're annoying. Yeah, they stopped by Lasan, and I guess they're just touring one of the floors with the clusters, so the second floor. So I seen this last night. I thought was interesting because if you've been following it, FAFSA was delayed. And fewer students have actually like filed it out. Yeah, it's expected less people will be in college next year because they found that 32% of people graduating 2024 even filled out the application for student aid. The FAFSA usually opens up in October, but they didn't have it open until December and they didn't start processing them until March. So schools had to extend their deadlines for like enrollment deposits when the financial aid offers are supposed to come out. So I guess like people that are experts apparently on college are expecting that a whole generation of students are just gonna skip a year. And then because of the pandemic, people skipped college too, so kind of makes you wonder about the value of college. I feel like the words are written on the wall. Like, definitely feel like this university is a scam. I could go on and on about it, but I wanna try to be positive. But yeah, I definitely don't think it was worth going here, getting in $100,000 in debt. And I feel like a lot of other people are feeling the same way. The numbers are starting to speak. So yeah, for my startup, this is what I was working on last night. I'm gonna work on a little more. Yeah, I'm trying to handle errors in the event emitters if there's like an error in the handler. So I'm working on that. I'm gonna have it where you can turn on and off the logging of that. I have that emit store, which is what I'm planning to use on the front end, which is an events emitter / key value store. Then I have another event emitter for my code base called the universal event emitter that will actually let you like prefix it with a category to filter by. So I'm just updating those. If the handler is async and what happens if a handler is error. I'm also gonna have a special error handler event that can be listened to, and then if it errors in that, it detects it so it doesn't do like an infinite loop. So kind of boring stuff. I'm not gonna go too into it. So that's my plan, to work on that for like 2 hours. And then I'm gonna do some game development, so I'll show that later. You don't know me, you know, I'm kind of a little bit of a believer in the law of attraction. So just to push me through this when I like rather just go lay down and do nothing. I'm like visualizing buying a nice house, nice pool, nice grill, a Lamborghini in the driveway. That's what inspires me. I feel like I like this Klaus AI better if I'm pronouncing it right. I was thinking of, yeah, it just suggests just logging it. So yeah, I'm just gonna make it where you can pass in the logger instance and turn on and off the type of errors you wanna log. And then refactor the constructor to pass in the logger instead of just the initial data. Yeah, that's one benefit of like using AI, even if you know how to code. Because I feel like you can overthink things and do things that you don't need to do sometimes. So the AI can kind of help you with that, get feedback on your code, and basically use it as like a partner. So that's why I think you should still learn to code in the AI age. But yeah, maybe in the future, the AIs could build an entire app, but right right now. It's just kind of like helping you with piece by piece, and you kind of got to be the architect and piece everything together. Also, this is kind of annoying. For my mobile games class, we're doing presentations Thursday. He just uploaded the assignment description on Saturday when it's Thursday. So we got like less than a week to even put this presentation together. And I feel like my group is not performing great. It seems kind of, it's more informal, but yeah, it's only worth 5% of our grade, but unless I work on it tomorrow, because my group doesn't even get back to me when I message them on Discord. I feel like people just like set me off. But I mean, if people did what they were supposed to do, like do the work in groups, people weren't loud and annoying, I probably wouldn't be complaining about people. I don't know, maybe I just have unrealistic expectations. I don't know, maybe that's what happens when you're raised by a Marine. Maybe you get values instilled into you. I also had this paper to do this week too that I did. We had to design like an event for a mobile game. This is like 2,000 words, but I probably spent like 5-6 hours, 7-8 hours over like a couple days doing this. So yeah, the class I spend the most time in, I have like an A- in. And then my business classes, I don't know why he has the calculations locked, but I have got 100% on all the assignments in that class. Same thing for this other business class. Yeah, I find it ironic. I'm taking a management minor and I'm also doing the games program. And like these business classes, you get 100% just for like doing your attempt. And I don't know, it seems like they're not that picky. Yet the people for my actual major where I spend the most time, put in the most work, yet I get the worst grade. Because I got 3 presentations next week. Oh, that's another thing too about games versus business. I have a business group presentation this week. We like sat down for about an hour and a half, 2 times this last week and worked on our slides together. We're done already. My business presentation's ready to go. Games presentations that are coming up, I have one on Wednesday and I have one on Thursday. Yeah, we're not even ready. So yeah, I feel like the business people are way more serious about presentations and assignments compared to the games people. I think people in the games major at the University of Utah are more interested in playing games than actually making games. But then again, I feel like some of these things like presentations and stuff professors give us are just busy work anyways. This is funny about college. That just came up in my feed. This video is 3 hours ago because I'm just listening to YouTube in the background. But yeah, it says more college grads are employed as cashiers than mechanical engineers. So I just feel like I like woke up in an overly negative mood today. When I try to be like overly positive, especially when you like can't sleep. People partying at 1 a.m. and then tour groups coming in at 9 a.m. This video has like all the stats and everything I've been thinking. It says that 65% of college students have regrets. That's me! I'm one of them. Nice, I got all the errors for this all funneling into this. And then I'm checking if you want to log that event or not, if it's based on that allow list I made yesterday. So now I just actually have to log it. But the bad thing is this logger I worked on, because I wanted to have my own custom logger, can't just take a regular object, put the stack, the message, additional info and stuff. So I'm gonna write a little string of fire thing, I guess, and make it where you can add a little prefix. Yeah, I feel like with this project, I just want to do one thing and then I run into this thing and this thing needs this thing, and I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking or reinventing everything, but it's like you go here, then you go here, here, here. It's like so many levels deep. Snacking on these. These are pretty good. Should go to the store and get more. It's like a summer day. Well, I mean, it is spring. Well, that new method's taking shape. But I just thought of something. If I'm going to be looping through the additional info that was provided from the Aerodoc generator, yeah, I kind of wonder if in the schema I should have a way to mark if something's like protected or not and put a list of that for the logger to use. Like worried if you did like a log with like people's emails or stuff like that, you'd want to have it be protected. If I ever hooked this up to a database or log files and stuff like that, I feel like I should probably do something like that. I feel like I'm just like, you want this goal and then you're just going all into these libraries and changing everything. So I don't know. This thing will be pretty solid foundation. And then this code base I can always use for other SaaS apps I want to do in the future. So I might as well just do it. Yeah, I feel like I just need to take like a day and just do this only. I think I might just shift to school because I know one of the projects, the goal is kind of more clearly defined. Another annoying tour group is coming through. Ugh, I hate it. Because I'm like trying to focus. They all like will come through and just look at you like you're in a zoo. I don't know. I kind of just want to go outside and do nothing today. Hiking trail right up there. The shoreline trail. I feel like that would be so nice. Just take a hike. That'd be good for my mental health. But I just know I got these group projects and I feel like I'm letting my group members down. About 2 more weeks. 2-3 more weeks of school. Well, I'm thinking for finals week, I want to be done by then if possible.
I want to get done a week early because we got like 3 more weeks of school, but only 2 more weeks of classes and a week of tests. My stuff is pretty much projects. Our one class is going to have a test, but it'll be the last day of class on the Tuesday before reading day, so. Now I'm just going to go make a little bit of notes about what I'm doing and shift focus. The thing though about that MacBook, I can like take it anywhere and use it. My gaming laptop, the keyboard on it sucks, the battery sucks on it, so I'm pretty much chained down to using it. I just don't feel like packing it all up if I want to run to the bathroom or something real quick. So that's why I like to study in here when I'm doing gaming stuff. But for my startup idea this summer, I probably wouldn't be as stressed about the study room. And plus, like, campus will be so empty. Like, one of the lounges in the business school will probably be empty most of the time. So that's where I'll probably hang out in the summer, change up my routine. I just gotta get through these last 2 weeks and then start a new routine. So I want to exercise every day in the summer, work on this app, and if I'm only doing half semester classes, I can probably get all my schoolwork done in a day or 2 a week if I dedicate it, hopefully. So yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Time to switch out the laptops. I like my gaming laptop, I am not going to use in the summer at all since I got that 16-inch MacBook now. But I know for capstone it'll come in handy. Otherwise, I'd just sell it and get rid of that gaming laptop. I guess that says how much I think of my major, being a games major. Wanting to get rid of my gaming laptop. Build my iPhone app, get a Lamborghini, get a nice house. Then I could worry about games. I'm a games major. I don't know. Maybe it's just some of the people in the major that just tick me off because I feel like they don't do their work, unlike my business classes. This is our alt game project, which I feel like this group is collaborating a little better. We got the little gotcha machine in, and you can spend coins, and you get these cards, and then you use those when you play. Ooh, and I was too busy talking about it, I lost. But yeah, this is what I did last. I made a pause thing. You just hit escape to pause and unpause. What's weird though is the way the pause system works. So here I just made this to bind this to another event. But what happens is you actually have to draw a sprite of the pause screen, because when you pause, it will just draw nothing. What I did, I made a function called set pause, and it won't let you do it if the game is over. So if you're like dying or winning, screen's up, it won't let you do it. But because that's like transitioning. But here it will check if the thing is the handler, it'll find it, but it has to take a screenshot. So it'll take a screenshot of the game and save it, and then it'll create a sprite of that. Yeah, unlike Unreal Engine, they'll just like pause and not draw anything. When you pause, the draw code is called every frame and effects are deactivated. So you have to like do that as a workaround, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the menu working, because right now you just have to pause and unpause and you don't get a menu. So that's what I'm gonna be working on, is the graphical menu. Because our artist already created them, I just have to implement it. So this class, he wants us to have a contribution log, because that's how he's gonna grade us. We're supposed to write how much time we spent and estimate how much time we spent and put screenshots and stuff of our work. But I just realized today is April the 13th. Today is a little unlucky. Yeah, I shouldn't be that hard on myself. I haven't slept that well some nights. I have all these group projects at once, uncertainty about the future and finances. All this stuff is like at me at once. So maybe I shouldn't be too hard on myself. I just feel like I get too hard on myself. At least I'm optimistic and I do have a project I want to build. Because I feel like some college people are just playing video games and watching movies and they don't have big long-term goals. So at least I have something to be working towards. So I should be proud of myself for that at least. Another criticism of Game Maker. The sequences work in the game, in the room space, not the GUI space. And people were complaining about this 3 years ago and I guess they haven't changed it. Yeah, so I was trying to get that, but it'll draw over the whole thing and the background sprite won't be there because that's in the other space. But when I change it to the other one, it does that with the scaling code. So I guess the new idea is just to spawn the back plate and the stuff separately and then clean it up, because this isn't going to be animated, I guess. So that's my new solution. I put the pause menu in the heads-up display with the rest of the UI. So I guess I could just make a separate layer for just the pause menu UI. And it'll lay on top of that, hopefully. Updated the layers, but I just realized if they're all in draw GUI space, I'd have to manually handle the clicks. Oh, weird, the way the engine does this. Unless there's a way I can like calculate the offset. That's what I'm asking and see. Because the camera follows the player, so maybe that would work. They're paying thousands of dollars for these classes, and the professor for this class wanted us to use this engine, but every time we're stuck on stuff, and he tells us just to Google stuff. So yeah, paying money to just Google stuff. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm not really learning this engine. But this engine's kind of clunky anyways. So I know some people don't take GameMaker as a serious engine. I feel like Unreal Engine's my favorite actually, and the one I feel more comfortable in for game development. But this class is a 2D game, so not using Unreal unfortunately. Nice, not too shabby. Actually have the pause menu working. I mean, I don't have the buttons or anything. Yeah, I went ahead and I was gonna spawn an object to draw it, but I just realized I could do it all in the same draw call that was doing the screenshot logic. So yeah, I can do it there. I can draw that little semi background. I broke it all in little functions. Nice. I kind of want to go have dinner, even though it's only 3:30. It's too early. I don't know, I'm kind of hungry though. I've been up at not since 9, all I had was eggs and some pretzels. But I'm making progress. The only bad thing about this though is, because I'm using the GUI space instead of the room space, I guess I'll have to draw the buttons and track their coordinates, which I could probably do the drawing all in one draw call. At least I'm making some progress though. Hopefully this works. ChatGPT's been a little bit of a help, but it doesn't like know our full code base. And plus we're using their visual scripting and their code, because their engine lets you mix. You can do both. You don't have to pick one or the other. We don't have a settings yet, but this is the way our artist intended the screen to be. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure that out. At least this professor said he didn't care if we use ChatGPT because I guess the industry expects us to be fast and efficient anyways. So I'm just prompting it to help me make a little helper function to get the coordinates for clicking and image placement, and then I'll just store it in a variable on the create of the pause handler. So I should be almost there. I wrote on my schedule today, I'll put 2 to 3 hours into this project, and I thought I'd have way more done by now. And it's like an hour and a half in, and I just have that part working. Since I figured I'm gonna do it the other way, I can just delete all this now. I don't need those separate layers. I'm gonna go push. I think I am gonna have dinner because it's like 4 o'clock, and then I'll work on this some more. I wanna, in the create method, I wanna like store and calculate the coordinates of everything, make a method for the 3 sprites to center it in the middle. Yeah, the idea is I'll create the code to draw the button in the middle, and then I'll offset the X and Y to place it where we want it. And this shouldn't be too much more work, hopefully. And then I guess we could always change the graphics and stuff later if we wanna scale the size. Go whip up some steak quesadillas, cooked one last night, and cut it up as my meal prep. Skillet get a little warm, and then after that, get back to coding on that menu since I know what I'm doing now. So feeling more positive, even though I had to go about it from a different approach, but making some decent progress, even though way over my estimate and a way different method of doing it, but it's working, so yay. Almost forgot my measuring cup. So yeah, I'm gonna heat up the steak and let the skillet get hot. Yeah, I got this instead of the really thin one. I got a different cut that was still pretty affordable. There we go. Half cup of cheese, half cup of chopped up steak, and another half cup of cheese. Let's just let it melt a little bit. One's done. Doing another one now. I'm trying to debate with myself if I want to make 3 little half ones, or because I got enough steak, or get another one and do this tomorrow. Yes, dinner's done. I mean, I've probably eaten a little too much. I decided to finish it up. I didn't really have lunch today, just like a little small thing in the morning, so it's probably not that bad. Yum. Just got done cleaning up dinner, so I'm gonna get back to work. Go work on that helper function, and then hopefully it won't be too hard to integrate it. I'll just set it to a variable here in the visual code. You'll probably just put this function in like one of the global scripts folder. Yeah, this class, the professor said he does not care if we use ChatGPT, so that's kind of nice. Because he used to like work in the industry, and he's like, if you can get something done more efficient, or if you wouldn't have had it otherwise, like AI, like employers are gonna expect people to use AI, I guess, is the message he's trying to tell us. Well, some professors are like, do not touch the AI. The AI is bad. Do not touch it. That's what Jose, one of my other professors, would say. The mobile games professor. And he teaches an ethics class. But all the other professors, some care, some don't. So, but yeah, I feel like the attitude is starting to change compared to when it first came out back like 2 years ago. It's here. It's staying. They gotta accept it. I'm having one of my caffeine mints, which I probably shouldn't have caffeine. But I think after this, I'm gonna go on a walk and probably work on something different. I'm not doing mobile games today. I've done enough. Yeah, I kinda didn't really do good estimating how long these stuff was gonna take today. And I don't wanna burn myself out. But I'm feeling like positive that I am actually making some progress on something though, at least. So yay! Just for this game engine, our artist gave like an image with a bunch of borders, and if I'm gonna write a function to do the math, there's an auto trim all frames function, and it'll just do it for you. So that's kind of cool. Stuff like that does validate why the professor wanted us to use this engine, because they do have like a lot of little things built in. But they feel like their UI is just kind of clunky compared to Unreal. Kind of inspires me because I feel like building engines would be kind of fun. And I was messing around with building my own scripting language. So maybe game engine developer could be a future career for me, but I have other goals right now. So I want to get that app I'm building for time management done. Sweet, got that working. I put that in a file called utilities. And then here I decided just to convert that to code because I wasn't really sure how to assign that to the actual instance, just like a variable I think in create, but I wanted to share that there. And now I got this there. I offsetted it slightly. So now I have a resume button. You just can't click it. So that's the next thing to tackle because this is GUI space instead of room space. Because room space, there's an on-click handler for just that object only. This way I have to do it more manually. Nice, I got the clicks working. So yeah, that works. And you ran into an issue where it wouldn't register the click. So I went ahead and created a mask and just masked the entire screen with the thing. Yeah, for the sprite, I just made one called full screen mask and then just sized it to take up the whole screen. So that's kind of the workaround. Yeah, if I pause, I can go ahead and click resume and it will say that I went ahead and clicked it. And if I click outside of it, it'll say that I clicked outside of it. So that took like another hour just to get that working, but the other two buttons shouldn't take that long to do, and then I just have to actually handle the actions. Yeah, feeling pretty good, making some decent progress. Yeah, I feel like the day kind of started off kind of bad, but I'm feeling like really good. And it's like going on 7. But I'll probably go on a walk and not work on that other project. Changing my plan because this took a lot longer than I thought it would be. I figured I'd just drop and drag, add some code, and I'd be done using the sequence thing. But because of the screen space and the room space, because what we're doing, the game is basically like zoomed in, so it kind of throws off everything the way the camera system works. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Else I would have done it the other way because that's the way the tutorial, the professor had us do it. So that's why I thought it'd be a lot quicker. But I guess the way our game is, we had to do it the more manual way. It's working and I'm getting it, so yay. Sweet, got the other two buttons in there. So I can hit this and it'll take us to the main menu. And go back to the test floor. I can go ahead and hit resume. And I can also restart the floor. And every time it's like random, that time, yeah. Cool. Yeah, some levels are more difficult than others, but I was kind of thinking we should do them in the series, but that's just kind of how we have it for now, because the other person worked on that part. But I mean, it's good enough. This game in like another 2 weeks, we're never gonna look at it again probably, unless we use it as a portfolio piece. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. I think I'm gonna take a nap, actually. I was gonna work on the mobile game today, and I was also gonna redo the credit screen. But yeah, I'm just kind of tired and out of it. But I feel like I made good progress. And yeah, something that I thought would take an hour just to do the pause screen UI. It took me 3 hours when I thought it'd take me an hour. So yeah. But I got it. And the idea is for the credit screen, we're gonna put the gotcha machine here and use space to spend a coin, and it'll just reveal the names instead. So that's the next thing I have to work on. But that's all mostly in room space, so that won't be too bad. Yeah, I guess I'll just put the number of coins, and then every time you spend it, it'll go to 0 when you revealed all. That's what I'll do. But yeah, this works. So I feel so proud of myself, even though, yeah, something I thought would take me an hour took me 3 hours. But yay, I got it. It'll be kind of cute to get that gotcha machine hooked up. So you hit space and I picked up some coins. But yeah, you hit space and is it bugging? Or is it because I'm collecting and draw? Oh, I died. Yeah, this game's a little buggy. Yeah, it'll shake and the ball will come out when it's triggered. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do to reveal the names on the credit screen. So that should be fun. Yep, everything's pushed. Good night, Windows. I'm gonna pack up my gaming laptop and take a nap for like an hour, and then I'm just like spent. I've been up since 9 though. Plus I didn't sleep good. I got one thing done for a project and also worked on my startup, so might as well just say I did good today, even though there was another thing I wanted to do for that project. And then I wanted to also touch another game project today, but yeah, I guess I'll pace myself and pick it up tomorrow. I'm gonna lay down for like an hour. I might run to the store, get some couple little things. Yeah, I kind of want to relax because I feel like I've been at it all day and I didn't sleep good. Maybe tomorrow I'll sleep better and get the stuff I was going to do today done tomorrow. Because I probably just overextended myself. Got a little bit of a nap in. I'm just hurrying to the train using my phone because I don't really feel like taking my vlogging camera with me. But yeah, I might get a couple things at the store. Got to the train thing just in time, almost. Was gonna have to catch the next one, but I hustled. Got to get more pretzels, but only one bag at a time because I'll eat these up. And also trying to stay within my budget. And this for tomorrow's dinner. Interesting, they're doing a little concert thing at the stadium tonight. Pennywise, I guess. I don't know much about it, but kind of interesting. You could hear it from the train. But yeah, I stuck to my budget. All I got was a pizza, cinnamon rolls, and 2 Powerades and the pretzels. Yeah, because I was thinking about ordering food tomorrow, but trying to stick to a budget. Anyways, I'm back for the night. Going on 10 o'clock already. My little window is for shirt change because I want to do laundry because I like sleeping in those blue shirts a little better. So I'm going to do laundry, play on the computer. I don't know if I want to import this vlog tonight or not. I kind of want to work on that code I was going to do earlier, but I switched to the game project. But yeah, I'm just going to work on the computer the rest of the night. Try not to stay up too late and probably stay in and do work all day tomorrow, but I'm not going to vlog that whole insight into the unglamorous life, I guess, of college, startup life, and game development. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you in the next vlog. Hope you all enjoyed this one. If you liked it, make sure you remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks. See you in the next one.